So, if the holiday season and your next holiday destination is Australia, you have already booked your flight, packed your luggages, and you're all set to go. But there's just one thing that you need to do, and that's to get your Australian visa. Now, like me, if you're from Malaysia or from any other country that need an Australian visa to get into Australia for your holiday, or more specifically, you need the Subclass 601 Electronic Transfer Authority. And with that, today we're going to walk through a tutorial on how to apply for this Australian visa. And this video is just for sharing and educational purposes. If you have any questions about the Australian visa or on the process, how to apply for the visa, you can always go to the Australian immigration website. So, according to the Australian immigration website, with this visa, you can visit family or friends, cruise or have a holiday, or undertake some business visitor activities in Australia as often as you wish in a 12-month period, but stay up to 3 months each time you enter Australia. And in terms of the cost, there's a service charge of 20 Australian dollars to use the Australian ETA app. And the good news is that there is no other charge payable for an ETA. And importantly also, all ETA eligible passport holders must apply for an ETA using the Australian ETA app. And looking at the list of countries here, Malaysian passport is an ETA eligible passport. So now go to the App Store. Here I'm using the Apple iPhone. Search for Australian ETA and then download the ETA app. So the Australian ETA app allows you to apply for an Australian Electronic Travel Authority to visit Australia using a passport from a list of these countries. As mentioned earlier, Malaysia is one of the countries that you can and need to apply through an ETA app. So if you're from Malaysia and you're watching this, just tap next, and then here's just a brief information about what is an Electronic Travel Authority, and then tap next, and then there's some terms and conditions here. You just scroll all the way down and then tap agree at the bottom to proceed next to secure your profile on your device. And this is using Face ID. And then here you ask whether you are a travel agent. So I'm not a travel agent, so then I'm going to go next, and that's it. Now we are in the applicant profile. So you see here, there are no applicants on display because we haven't even started the application process. So you're going to tap in the middle, the blue button, New ETA, and then there's the consent agreement form. So scroll down and read through the thing and then tap agree below. And with that, before applying, you need to do 3 things. Number 1, you need to get ready your passport, your Malaysian passport, because then you need to scan the ETA app onto your passport, and then you need to take a live photo and then answer some questions in the ETA app. So if you're all ready, tap start. So follow the instruction in the screen in the app here to scan your passport. To demonstrate, this is a Malaysian passport. You see in the Malaysian passport here, in the middle at the bottom here, there's this chip here. So like scanning your touch and go using the NFC technology, what you need to do is just take your phone and then scan here with the ETA app, and then the app will read your passport information, and then you need to confirm the information in the ETA app. You need to confirm your nationality, your family name, given name, date of birth, gender, passport number, national identity number, date of issue and date of expiry, and country of issue. All this information are found in your passport, your Malaysian passport. Since the information is correct, I'm going to click confirm, and then next is to take the applicant's photo. So you have to stand in front of a plain background in a well bright lit area and then take your photo with the ETA app. And then next is on the passport. So this is to confirm your Malaysian passport that you're using to enter into Australia. And then check next to the next screen, which is to check for existing visa. So since there's no other existing Australian visa that I know of, so you don't have any other existing Australian visa, tap next to put in your personal information. So here you need to put in your applicant's personal details, such as the country of birth, your alias if there's any, and then the home information, the address and mobile number, and then email address. And then confirm your profile, your full name, your passport that you're using to enter into Australia, and then your contact details. If you're all okay, click confirm and save profile at the bottom. And then now to ETA type and location. So select the ETA type, that's business and tourist, and whether you're the applicant or not, and whether you're applying for the ETA outside of Australia and where you are currently located in. For me, since I'm applying as a tourist, I'm going to click tourist, and then where I'm applying from Malaysia. And then next is the declaration. You need to check this part and then go next to criminal conviction. So here you ask whether you have had a criminal conviction before, and then what are the important information about being a criminal convict. Then they ask you about domestic violence. So they want to know whether you have been charged or convicted of a family or domestic violence offense or any similar related offense. Then go next to intended address. So here they just want to know whether you know the address or you don't know the address of where you're going to stay in Australia, check whichever that apply and then go next to the following ETA applications will be sent on payment. So you see here there's one application here. Now let's say you're traveling in a group, like in a family, you have 2 people, 3 people or more than that. You can apply all under one app, one phone. To do that, just at the bottom here, add another application and then repeat again the whole process. For us, we're traveling in a group. There are 2 of us. So now you see here there are 2 applications, and with that, tap next to payment. So you see here there's $40 because there are 2 applications. So each application is $20 or each person is $20 Australian dollars, and then you can pay with your Apple Pay or your credit card. So I'm going to pay with my Apple Pay, and after payment has been made, application is received. So according to the notification here, you should receive an email from the ETA or the Australian Immigration within 72 hours on your application. Or you can also check your ETA app. In the app, go to Profiles and then check Visa Details, and then you should see the status granted, and then you're under Visa Details, Visa, and then the visa grant number, and then some more information on the length of stay and the duration and other terms on your visa. So after 72 hours, so now you apply in a group like us, 2 of us applied together. 1 of us got the Australian visa, 1 of us did not, and that 1 person had to provide additional information as requested by the Australian Immigration to further process the application. So next, I'm going to walk you through on the Australian EMI account. In the email here, it says to click on this link to the ETA form and then log in or create an EMI account and then complete all the questions in the online form and then attach the following documents: copy of your current passport bio data page, completed form 1554, ETA request for further processing, and any additional information that demonstrates you only intend a temporary visit to Australia, such as evidence of your employment or study in your country of residence and proof that you have sufficient funds to support yourself during your visit. And also, if you have answered yes to any character declaration question, you should provide details of any criminal conviction and to submit the information. So after you create an email account and log in and read and agree to the terms and conditions, you need to fill in your current location, purpose of stay, original ETA application, and then group processing. And like me, if you're applying in a group, there's 2 of us, you can click yes in the group processing and then add in your other family members in the group application. And then go to the third part to fill in and double check your passport details, Australian visa grant number, national identity card, place of birth, relationship status, other names, citizenship, other passport or documents for travel, other identity document and health examination. And since we are from Malaysia, we have a national identity card, so we can click yes and then add in our NRIC details, family name, given name, identification number, and country of issue. And because our Malaysian IC, we don't have a date of issue or date of expiry, we do not need to enter the dates, that means the date of issue and date of expiry, and then click confirm. And then in the contact details, fill in your country of residence, residential address, contact telephone number, postal address, and email address. And then moving on further to the character declaration, select any yes or no that apply to you, whether you've been charged with any offense or convicted of any offense or subject to any domestic violence or family violence, and etc. And then go on to the last part, 2020, on further declarations. So read through the declaration and then select yes or no. And then on the review here, double check and review all the information that you key in is correct. And with that, now we're in the attached documents page. So the documents that are required are like the family register and composition form, evidence of financial status and funding for visit, national identity document other than passport, travel document, temporary stay, evidence of, and supplementary question. So the national identity document is a copy of your national identity card. From Malaysia, it's a copy of both sides of our NRIC. And then the travel document is the copy of the passport, the bio data page, and then the temporary stay evidence of. This may include evidence of sufficient funds, such as your personal bank statement, pay slip, audited accounts, taxation record, or credit card limit. And if your family or friends are funding your visit, they need to have evidence that they have some necessary funds. And you can also include your itinerary of your stay in Australia and other information that prove that you need to return back to your home country, or in this case Malaysia, from your holiday, like a letter from your employer or other asset documents or school or uni enrollment form, and etc. And then the supplementary questions, you have to attach the form 1554 ETA supplementary information as they mentioned earlier in the email. And after you attach all the relevant documents, you can proceed to the next part, which is supposed to be payment. but because you have already paid earlier in the ETA app, so here is just for your record. And then finally, when your ETA application has been approved, in your ETA app, again go to profile and then go to check visa details, and you should see your visa has been granted along with your visa details and visa grant number. And you should also receive an email from the ETA with an official letter stating that your visa has been granted along with all the other relevant and important information relating to your Australian Tourist Visa. And that's it on applying for this Australian Tourist Visa. I hope you found this walkthrough step by step helpful in applying for the tourist visa. And with that, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to stay tuned for more videos and tutorials in real estate, investing, finance, and home and living.